Hey everybody, I will probably not leave this on the YouTube channel, but I thought I would just go up here on it's Wednesday. It's traditionally New Comic Book Day, but I have also realized DC's overlords have kind of messed that up because new comic books come out from DC on Tuesday and new comic books from everybody else come out Wednesday. So what does it even mean anymore? What is time? Well, it's Wednesday evening, and I'm warming up the oven so that I can cook. You can also see that, as opposed to the last time that I did a live stream, I am back home and in my office, and now playing with my Logitech streaming cam that allows me to be in black and white. So I just wanted to try that today, just for the fun of it. I wanted to go live, not just because it's New Comic Book Day and I've got stacks and stacks. I'm still working my way through Future State, and I just picked up. Oh, pardon me while I drop down. Uh, this Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter, uh, Coming of the Dragon. Oops, and it's slipping out of the case. Beautiful. I guess we can't call this an omnibus edition because it's really not that thick, because while there were more issues of Richard Dragon than I realized, and Rick probably knows more, so we will get back to podcasting, I promise. So again, just been a week that I could not schedule that much time aside and be sure that I could be consistent. Anyway, Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter, Coming of the Dragon, not only does it tie into the latest DC animated movie, but it's also the origin of Lady Shiva, and just a great tribute to Denny O'Neil, who unfortunately passed away this last year, and was one of DC's strongest writers, and definitely, though he was adept at superheroes, he's really more the action adventure. And when the inevitable collection of The Question comes, Richard Dragon's a major character in there too. So I'm looking forward to diving into that. As well as, again, I got to catch up on Future State. But really, why I'm going live right now is because I took a step today, and that is that I realized that here I am. I mean, I'm able to support one store, which is Earth 2 for comics, and then we've been an Amazon affiliate, and I guess we still will be Amazon affiliates, but I set up an affiliate shop, an affiliate ship with bookshop.org, which is the site that supports independent bookstores. You can either identify that you want a portion of your purchase price to go to them, to a specific independent bookstore that you like, especially in these times when it's really hard to get out to them, and still is, and probably still will be for a few months. And or you can just let them know what area you're in, and then I guess it goes into a pool. Many of you are probably more familiar with it than I am. It goes to a pool in which they share and split the bounty money, whatever, the affiliate money, among independent bookstores in your area. And of course, I've mentioned on the podcast many times a shop that has been supportive of me. And I don't just mean in that they allowed us to do a signing of I Was Fletch Gordon, but that it's been a great place to get horror themed stuff, and I've certainly become part of a fun, I think, horror community as a result. But not everything we cover here is horror, obviously. So there are other stores around. I've discovered Book Soup in West Hollywood. I really like them, but they're being very cautious right now, and so it's not. I admit it. I went and had to pick up a book for my daughter there for Christmas, and it's like I'd rather just be able to purchase it online and then make sure that Book Soup gets the money, right? So this is a way to do it, and so I've set up, and it's barely anything right now, but this is the URL for our affiliate page, which means that now on Fanboy Planet, if you purchase I Was Flesh Gordon, which is I've got on the sidebar all the time, then that goes to local independent bookshops rather than to Amazon. And so I just thought that was a slightly better thing to do. I can't tell you what our sales have been on iWeb Flesh Gordon, because I don't know. And the book's been out for a couple of years. And but if you're interested, now it goes to a local independent bookstore instead of to Amazon. And it's no offense to Amazon. I certainly still use it quite a bit. I just thought this was a way to, again, be more attuned to, my local bookstore community. And I guess probably not in the realm of like Mysterious Galaxy in San Diego, which is a bookstore I love, but it's in San Diego and I'm in Los Angeles. But, Dark Delicacies, is a Book Soup. And if there's any others that any of you know of, I'd love to at least give a shout out to them. I don't know. So anyway, did that. So wanted to make sure that everybody saw that. And what I'm going to start doing is, when I have a little spare time, curate books that say I've interviewed the authors, or Rick and I have interviewed the authors, and if it's possible to do this through bookshop.org, definitely will put that up through this curated link. Because one, again, I know I mentioned a little while back, was The Black Panther Party by David F. Walker. So, that's a book that I absolutely, I loved. I learned so much. I finished it, loved it, and I really recommend that you get it, especially if you've seen on HBO Max Judas and the Black Messiah, which I have not had a chance to do yet, but I'm really looking forward to catching that this weekend. So anyway, there's that, and so I'll be adding book lists. It's kind of interesting. They have that, and so right now it's books I've written, a work in progress, because of course I hope there'll be more, and but I will also have authors we've interviewed, that kind of thing, and set up that way. I'm really not, I'll be honest, not quite sure what the affiliation, how it works. So here's my guess, that I'm strictly giving back, because they haven't asked for any information on where to send bounty. I don't know what you want to call it. A share. So I don't care. Honestly, if buying books through bookshop.org allows a community bookstore to keep the doors open a couple more days, I'm really happy to be part of that. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to drive some things that way, and there's still some things that Amazon does really well, and they do book sales really well too. But I think right now I'm in a position where I'd rather give a little back to those stores that are part of my community. I've probably said that like 5 times now already. So yeah, I'm just going off the cuff because I'm just so excited to be back in my apartment and in my office, and podcasting surrounding, or live streaming really, surrounded by all my stuff. And I haven't had much time to write this week, so I just wanted to kind of directly put this out there. When's the next podcast going to be? I hope soon. I'm seriously, Rick and I messaged back and forth, because as I think I mentioned in the last live stream, that WonderCon at Home is coming up. They're starting to make rumblings about what their program's going to be, and it's not that far off, right? It's the end of March, and the way life goes, right? The end of March is tomorrow, and so we'll be figuring that out, and now I've had a chance to get back to comics. I'll read some, and we'll have something to say. So anyway, that little ding I just heard was YouTube letting me know that, I'm live on YouTube. Well, thank you. So the other thing I want to say is, I know that we're inconsistent as I'm kind of redefining things as blog and vlog, or do you say vlog? It feels very Dracula. Blog, and podcast and so forth, and it's all very fun, but it is inconsistent. I apologize for that. I'm hoping that life will start getting itself into order in a different way soon, and in a positive way. I mean, I wanted to be positive. But in the meantime, I am still trying to post things, that here, you follow us on Facebook. Certainly, I'll let you know what's going on there. I'll try to be a little more active on that side as well. I think it's a little more direct communication. Twitter, definitely follow us on Twitter if you're not. It's at Fanboy Planet, and Instagram. Because right now that's been kind of the silly thing of I went through a lot of boxes in my mom's garage and took a lot of photos of cool, nerdy stuff and things from my such as it is comics career, and just toys that that was cool. Which there's one I'm gonna say I have not seen anybody in my fan friends talk about this. Do you guys remember a toy called Billy Blastoff? Because I found a whole bunch of these things, and I remember as a little kid thinking this was the greatest thing ever, and I've just never seen anybody really talk about it. So, you can always write into editor@fanboyplanet.com, or you can message me on Facebook or tweet at me, and let me know if you know that one, because, my wife let me keep them, but they're just weird. I actually know very, very little about them. I know I can go on the internet and Google it, but it's kind of fun to have a conversation. So if that's something you want to go, and I'm also hoping that I'll have some opportunities to do some toy reviews in the near future. Because on the YouTube channel, again, what the #1 video, well, actually, besides Jason Williams talking about being Flesh Gordon a little bit, the #1 video is the review I did of Dino Crunch. So, it's clear people want to talk about toys, and it's not a close second, but it's happening. Is talk about the Star Trek. Is it visible behind me? The Enterprise. There we go. The tree topper, such as it is. So I have to do more of that, and it's fun. So, hey, thanks for watching this. And yeah, if you're watching this, I left it up on YouTube, and let me know you're out there, and let me know what's going on in fandom. Like I said last week, I'm catching up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm catching up on some things I missed, and discovered some other things. So, we keep moving forward. So until the next time, use your powers for good. And yeah, I have to awkwardly look over because there's this end broadcast button that also pauses as I do it. So